What's going on, YouTube? It's your man, King Howie. Welcome back to KHTV. And here we go again. Same old shit, just a different day. Lakers 2.0 article that just dropped on ESPN. The failed reboot of the NBA's crown jewel. Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, man. Basically, man, this article is just a bunch of ex and current Lakers staff members and workers, people that work around the organization, have been coming out anonymously, giving out more information about the dysfunctional situations that was going on inside closed doors or behind closed doors with Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson, saying that the public seen Magic Johnson and within the Laker organization, people seen Irving Johnson. Basically just a lot of staff members bashing Magic about him not being around, being rude to employees, yelling at Luke Walton in the office, making poor decisions on players that the scouting staff on the team and thought that they should have went after different players instead of the players that Magic Johnson brought over. Rich Paul included. His presence around the Laker organization just being uncomfortable. People bringing up the fact that they never known a player having an agent fly fly with the team, always around in the locker room. People complained about LeBron James having some of his assistants being hired by the Lakers, just like he had them hired in Miami and in Cleveland. A couple of employees said they had anxiety and had to start taking medication because they were, couldn't deal with the pressure that Magic Johnson was putting on people, and how Magic Johnson brought this young lady into the office and told her, you making mistakes. I don't like mistakes, and if you make another mistake, I'm gonna fire you. And she ran off crying. Oh man. This is just crazy stuff, man. This article is long as hell, man. I read this whole damn thing. Rob Pelinka lying. He in the meeting, he in the locker room at halftime and just making it uncomfortable for the players. They couldn't be themselves. I'm like, what is, telling lies about how, I guess The Rock showed up there one day to talk to the young players to motivate them and stuff like that, telling them, his life story. And then Rob Pelinka got up there trying to, I guess, one up The Rock or something like that with a story talking about how Kobe Bryant seen whatever Dark Knight or Batman movie that Heath Ledger was in. And Kobe was so inspired of how he was so focused, how Heath Ledger was so focused on his role in the film that he wanted to meet up with Heath Ledger, and he had a dinner with him and talked to him about his focus on being in character like that and what it took and how he was determined to, bring the Joker to life like that across the movie. And the people at I guess that know Heath Ledger said that that was a lie. Like, what is going on? It's just a lot of things going. Just people are questioning, like, if all of this is going on, how come Rob Pelinka is not fired? This is just crazy. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They said Magic Johnson brought all the employees out one time and told them that if they don't do their job, he got a stack of resumes upstairs and they could be replaced. Just, Magic Johnson was intimidating them and, bullying the staff. I'm like, what is... I don't get it, man. I don't understand this, man. But they did say, they pointed out in this article that Rob Pelinka did backstab Magic Johnson. He was, making little remarks here and there about Magic Johnson not being there. And I mean, anybody would say that, Magic. Anybody would, You all on TV talking about how you finna change the Lakers around and you not there, that just speaks volumes, man. Especially the Laker fans. Just, everything from the Anthony Davis trade, let down or screw up. Also from the acquisitions that the Lakers picked up in the draft, like the staff wasn't expecting them to pick Mo Wagner. They thought the Lakers were gonna pick somebody else. And they said Rob Pelinka didn't even talk to them. He went and talked to Josh Hart because the player they thought they was going to pick, Josh Hart, played with the guy before. And Josh Hart said that, yeah, the dude is very talented, but, he just got, weight issues. And Rob Pelinka just wind up saying, oh, we're going to go with Mo Wagner. So I don't know, man. It's just a lot of, miscommunication going on. People... egos, you know what I'm saying, who got the biggest dick in the office, you know what I'm saying, this little big dick contest that they trying to have up in there. And then it was a lot of things said about Clutch Sports being involved with a lot of things, man. It said Clutch Sports was like heavily involved with a lot of things, like they basically said Clutch Sports came in there just basically trying to just slowly take over things. And then they said in an article, they said that Rich Paul met with Adam Silver and said he don't want Luke Walton coaching the Lakers. And Adam Silver said, well, who do you suggest should coach the Lakers? And he said, well, I think you should bring Tyronn Lue. And look, they almost had Tyronn Lue. See, man, that's what I'm saying, man. It'd be a lot of backdoor deals going on in the NBA. This just confirms it right here to me. You know what I'm saying? Rich Paul got that kind of access. That's what they said. They said the Lakers kind of was just letting Clutch Sports have a lot of access to everything, hiring their people, just letting Rich Paul just, hang around the team and fly on the planes. Crazy, man. A lot of staffers came out and spoke. Anonymous staffers came out and just spoke up, saying they didn't know what was going on with the decision making. It was like everybody was confused and probably still are confused. And they said that that, some of the staff knew that Rich Paul was trying to get them fired and get the players traded. Now, if Rich Paul is this heavily involved in all of this mess that's going on with the Los Angeles Lakers, we pretty much know LeBron James' hand is in there somewhere too. Just look at LeBron's body language when he was on his the Shop show, and when the whole the topic of Magic Johnson coming up, he kind of came out of his shell. That was the first time I ever seen LeBron James get like that. You know what I'm saying? On a platform, you know what I'm saying? On a social platform like that. That was the first time I ever seen him kind of like, whoa, that's a little out of LeBron James' character. I mean, the character that he plays on a basketball court, that's, in a moment, emotional, and you engaged in the game, you know what I'm saying? But, this is off the court. And, of course, LeBron James wasn't going to address it to the regular media reporters of the NBA. LeBron James like to do a lot of things where, it's something that he's branding, that he's branded by or branding, you know what I mean? So his body language told me a lot towards Magic Johnson. And then the way Magic Johnson responded towards LeBron was kind of like, their relationship might be a little severed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think their relationship is cool anymore. But yeah, with Rich Paul having all of, this access, that leads me to believe that LeBron James had his hand in a lot of things that was going on to this confusion with the Los Angeles Lakers. It seemed like Magic, LeBron was trying to get, and Rich Paul was trying to get Luke Walton out of there, And, you got a player like KCP that's that's on Clutch, that's signed to Clutch Sports or being represented by Clutch Sports. This dude got a DUI, and he's on a work release program where he can only play home games, but he can't travel with the team. Any other player would have got suspended for something like that. He was serving a 25-day jail sentence. But he was still able to come out and play basketball when the Lakers were at home. See, it's just a lot of a lot of the front office executives said that they had a problem with that, man. They didn't understand that. Just a lot of stuff, man. Just mess just everywhere. And they said that since the 2016-17 season, 72 people have been fired by Magic Johnson, from security to training, scouts, staff members. Just Magic, man. Like, you got Rich Paul flying on a plane with you, and he trying to get you fired. Like, and you're a player. You're sitting there hearing him talk. You know what I'm saying? His bullshit, and in the back of your mind, while you sitting on the plane with Rich Paul, he trying to trade you. That shit is just, it's crazy. And then, the guy, the big kahuna that he's representing is LeBron James, and he's sitting right next to him, and you just like, wow. I mean, LeBron, I believe LeBron got his hand stuck up the puppet's ass, man, and trying to, control things through Rich Paul. You know, they tried to talk to Rich Paul, but you know what I'm saying, he declined. But now I'm not, the way that this news is just coming out. This it's just a lot of Laker news that's just been coming out ever since Magic Johnson, got there before LeBron James, and just news just keeps leaking. Like all these articles being written about the Lakers, man. It's just, and this is a team that didn't make the playoffs, and they still somehow still headlines in sports. You got LeBron James dancing all on social media, relaxing, chilling with his family. And somehow, some way, the Lakers and LeBron James just seem to steal minutes and time away from the Warriors and the Raptors in the finals. Crazy. Crazy. This is crazy. I don't know what I told y'all plenty of times about Rob Pelinka, man. I've told y'all plenty of times about Rob Pelinka. You could go through the channel. Soon as they hired him, I was like, what the fuck does this guy do? What kind of experience does he have? Why did we hire him? And look at this shit. This dude's name is being scrutinized through the media. It's like nobody likes him. Nobody's returning his calls. People hate him. I'm like, this is just... And he's still hired. Rob Pelinka is still hired. Wow. I feel sorry for the Lakers, man. I'm a huge Laker fan too. Huge Laker fan too, man. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I'm gonna ride until the wheels fall off with this team. Actually, it looked like this car is sitting on bricks in a hood with no engine or no motor. The seats ripped out of it. Shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. All of this lying Rob Pelinka is doing, man, it's crazy. All this lying and he's still hired. Like, what GM is supposed to be sitting in on a pregame and a halftime with in a coaches meeting? Sources from around the league said that's irregular for an NBA GM to do something like that, to interfere with the game plan. Like, you can't even be yourself with the GM in there. Like, is he? A lot of people say that Rob Pelinka was really, you know what I'm saying, monitoring Rich Paul. That's what I believe what he was doing. I think Rob Pelinka was really just keeping an eye on Rich Paul. That's what I think. That's what I believe what was going on. Keeping a close eye on what LeBron James and Rich Paul was doing. I think Rob Pelinka was Genie Bus's eyes and ears of what's going on around the Lakers. And he's pretty much a yes man to Genie. You know what I'm saying? He's a tattletale. He'll go, Genie, this is what's going on. I don't think this is right. It's just, that's my perception of Rob Pelinka. You know what I'm saying? A dude trying to cover his own ass and keep his job. Not only that, very opportunistic. I think that's Rob Pelinka is trying to move his way up somewhere in the NBA ranks, and what better way than to do it than kiss Jeannie Butt's ass and be a little spy, you know what I'm saying, snitch ass motherfucker, a little errand boy. You know what better way, what better way um to move up and backstab Magic Johnson, a dude that's not showing up every day. What better way? He's not showing up every day. Hey, Magic not here. Magic not here. You know, you keep throwing that in the atmosphere. You know, it starts to grow. You know, and people start talking and things start being said, and you know, hey, I don't know, man. But I mean, you could go read the article, man. It's on ESPN. It's just too much to say, man. And you know, this fucking video is already over 20 damn minutes, and that's too damn long for me to be talking. So I'm gonna end this shit right here, man. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, man. And I hit y'all next time, man. I'm out.